Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather. And together we are working to connect women in leadership and business, empowering each other, improving the health and wellness of our community, body, soul, and mind, connecting to the heart and soul of who we are and what we do.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Wednesday.
It's a fabulous Wednesday, weekly Wednesday. It's so great to see you guys here.
Thanks for joining us. We're very excited. So today we're going to do some more work-life balance topics.
Work-life balance, episode 3.
I feel like I've really needed this
mini-series. Yeah.
really badly.
Me too.
I like to work. I like my job.
It's funny when we pull these topics together, how they come up in our lives.
Right.
It's very, very cool.
Well, this came up because we had some ladies we were talking about, like work-life balance is rough, right? As entrepreneurs.
Real. It's really real.
Like we're full on into like the last 2 months now of the year, and we have some lofty goals. We're still meeting. We're not stopping, right?
Not stopping.
No one's stopping anyone here.
No,
so we're all full speed ahead. So delegate your life.
Ooh.
Try time boxing. That's not punching it.
And put yourself first.
All right.
Cool. Deep breath. Delegate your life. What does that mean?
What could that look like for you? You know, it's completely cut off. No, it's not. It's right there.
Notes.
Oh, it's great to delegate bookkeeping, marketing, and admin work. But for many of us, just starting off, your budget won't necessarily allow for it.
No.
Why is that true? So get creative with your delegate more of your life duties like childcare, cleaning house, grocery shopping to a spouse or, kids. Having my husband help me out by doing some grocery shopping means I have more time to spend with him when we are home. That's what the quote here says. Oh, and I've seen that work for you guys.
It does. So we use Saturday mornings as our running errands. It's like our little mini date. The kids are old enough now. We leave them at home.
They don't have to go with you.
Right. They don't have to go with me. So I leave them to do whatever they're doing. I have an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. They're fine. They'll survive a trip to the grocery store.
Right.
And I feel like it's really important to make a grocery list before you go. Okay. And stick to the list. Trust me, you'll save money.
These are good shopping tactics.
But
I have a shopping pattern, if that makes sense. Like I don't go through every aisle. Like I hit these things I know that I need.
Right.
And I only go up the aisles I have to. Right. Like
so fun grocery store hack. If you want to eat healthier, stick to the outside of the store. Where all the fresh produce, fresh breads, fresh meats and things are. The center aisles are the processed and canned goods.
It's really great grocery hack.
Right.
You know, my favorite though is just ordering ahead of time and picking it up. I save so much money by not looking at it.
I mean, honestly, that is probably one of the best things that came out of the COVID.
It's picking up our groceries.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Order it online and pick it up.
We had a fun adventure a couple weeks ago. I was ordering groceries in between, walking between the house and the studio, and I forgot to order milk, but I got chocolate milk, like right, like that. No one complained about that, but it's nice because that's how I kind of delegate that, right? Like I, don't have a spouse at home, so I delegate it by using tools that help me save time.
Right.
And I know that there's different apps that you can use. And someone was telling me about one that linked to Instacart the other day. I was like, well, that's creative. Right? Like shopping linked to Instacart, like, bam, done.
Easy peasy.
Got the things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready for some time boxing. I think this has been the biggest change for me in the last year is time management. And really learning what, making sure the priorities are correct.
Yeah.
And because I really struggled with that for a long time.
Learning time management is really hard. And I have to say that I was super, super proud of you. Okay, normally we start work at like 7:30-ish in the morning. The plan is 7:30 for like our coffee meeting, which is usually about an hour. But the struggle's been real lately. Let's be honest.
It's been real.
We have had late nights. So
everything's full,
and
we've been a little more flexible with the morning time.
And then this morning you were here before 7:30.
I know, I was so proud of myself.
Right? And I was like fully dressed because like there was a couple days last week where Heather got here and I was still in my pajamas and like her hair is still messed up because she flew out the door.
I got up, got dressed, and out the door.
Yeah.
Like as quickly as possible.
It's great that we can be flexible and laugh about it because I opened the door when she got here with her hair all messed up. She's like running toward the door like she's all late, and I opened the door and I'm in my pajamas. I said, I see we both had a slow morning this morning. And she's like, oh,
Ooh,
like, it's okay.
Right.
And having made up our jobs basically,
right,
and we have that flexibility, we get to choose, so
right, and that's really been awesome. Really important for us. So when we're using time boxing, those little admin tasks, check your email, the things that get
your budget
to your budget, like make sure you're putting those, blocking out some time on the schedule for them, right? Because they build up. And they're not our favorite tasks. Right. A lot of times it's like, eat the frog, do the hard thing first. Right. So just putting that on your schedule in a block of time, it eases your mind. Like, I'm going to do that at this time. And it's interesting how you can really focus on what's in front of you when you know you have time to work on something else at a different time.
Like and find a time that works for you. Obviously, if you need sit down, focus office time, don't do that.
Let's do that when the kids get out of school. That'd be great.
Yeah. Don't do that between the time the kids get out of school and
dinner.
It's like not a great time to try to not be distracted, let me tell you.
So sometimes I
like to do my budget at like 7:00 in the morning on Saturday mornings when everybody else is still asleep.
Nobody to steal our attention.
Right.
Or even taking a time block and going somewhere else to work.
Yes.
So as solopreneurs, a lot of us were either full on in your shops and everything in your shops is distracting as well, or you're at home working and everything at home is distracting, right? So then you can't focus on anything. But if you go to a coffee shop or go to the library, you've removed yourself from the distractions and then you just put your headphones on and focus.
Right. Headphones
are great.
Headphones are great for staying focused. Also, if listening to music isn't your thing, but you want to dull the outgoing sound, there's little earbud things you can get that
they soften the background noise. Yeah, it's really cool to help with that. Well, it's to help with sensory overload, especially for moms. Well,
we get to
there's how many of us have sensory
all of our tabs are open and we can't focus, right?
But like, how many times a day has your kid come up to you like mom all day, right? And so by like 6:00, you're just like frazzled. Well, the idea behind these is to kind of like filter out some of the sharpness of it so that you're not so overwhelmed at the end of the day by that constant talking.
Yeah. And if you work from home, set those boundaries so that when it's focused work time, you're not getting distracted. And that includes pebbling. If you guys know what pebbling is, it's when your kids or your spouse, she's laughing because she watches this happen all the time.
They bring her candy or actual stones or a water or I just want a kiss.
I just want a kiss. All day. And I'm like, I'm trying really hard. And so then I'll say thank you. I'm, busy working right now. I'm right in the middle of whatever it is I'm in. Can I talk, do you need to talk to me? And if so, can I talk to you in like 30 minutes when I'm done with this project? And it's not saying I don't have time for you. It's saying I'm really focused right now. I need to finish.
That respect of your time and your boundaries.
Yeah, don't derail my brain.
Oh gosh, that's the worst.
Don't knock my train off tracks because there's no survivors once that happens, right?
Off the cliff, whoosh, big explosion.
Right. So
yes,
setting those boundaries around that focus time and being like, I really need to finish this and then I can talk to you. It's that, again, back to that clear communication piece that we talked about on Monday.
My son has this habit of assuming, right, assumptions that you're ready to listen to whatever is coming in his way. He is learning to do those ask questions. Right. To like, hey, I need to talk to you. So it's teachable. Like you can learn and teach the people around you
the skills.
Okay. Yes. All right. And put yourself first.
Oh my gosh. Self-care. Number one.
If you're an entrepreneur, your business relies heavily upon your sleep and sanity.
No way.
Feeling called out.
Your sleep and sanity.
Make sure you're putting yourself first by eating right, sleeping well, and exercising a minimum. You know what your minimum is, right? Remind yourself that those things are critical to thinking, creating, and performing your best, and make sure you stand firm to your commitment to all three.
And those three pieces again are
critical thinking, creating, and performing your best.
So always doing your best. Okay. Critical thinking. Right. That's that awareness piece.
And performing, remind yourself critical thinking, creating the creativity.
That's super, super important. It's creativity.
So you're going to make sure that you're eating, that you're sleeping well, and you're getting a minimum amount of exercise.
Yeah.
So
super, super important.
I know that just even reminding myself to take that extra walk.
Yeah.
To make sure I get my circulation going, because circulation is so important to so much part of our health and well-being. Starts with circulation and water. I would say the other thing I would put in there is making sure that's part
Stay
of
well hydrated. Yeah.
Making sure I'm hydrated.
Staying hydrated helps flush all the toxins and other things that you may have put into your body out. Like,
and when you're stressed out,
a cup of coffee a day.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. Hey, I did pretty good this weekend.
Yeah. She only has 2 cups today, but they're like really, really big cups. It's so great. So far, right?
So far, right.
Yeah. But yes, that self-care piece is so important. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, you're going to burn out.
Right. And you feel it. That's why we did the 100-day meditation challenge, like showing up for your life and showing up decided instead of reactive.
Yes.
Life is different when you're decided versus reactive.
Right. Yeah. And calm and at peace.
My son doesn't know what to do.
Right.
He's like, you're calm. I better go do it.
A calm woman is a powerful force.
Right? Like, no, this is just going to get done.
Calm and clear.
Yeah.
And decided. Pretty cool.
You got this.
Cool. You got this. So that's what we have for you today.
Yeah,
that's pretty
some
awesome.
Work-life balance. We got this.
Yeah, you definitely got this. And speaking of people who got this, Sue and Greta got the Appalachian Trail under control.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Stay tuned for their message.
And don't forget to follow them on their YouTube channel and follow their journey because it is amazing. I just got an update this morning. I'll have to share with you. Ooh. So check out their channel and we'll see you guys.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Mwah.
So we are Sue and Greta, or our trail names are Lilo and Stitch, and we are hiking the whole Appalachian Trail from Maine to Georgia, so 2,194.3 miles. And we're doing it to raise $50,000 or more.
Yes.
For Parkinson's disease research.
Yeah, through the Michael J. Fox Foundation. And we are doing it all in honor of my dad, her husband, who was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease back in 2010. So and we all know so many people who are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and we are trying to do our small part in the world of Parkinson's disease to find a.
Thank you for joining us today on the Women in Leadership, Body, Soul, Mind, and Business podcast. Please download the podcast on your favorite podcast player. We love you, and we will see you next time. Namaste.